Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray, and we're doing a live stock market update. I'm going to take you guys into the opening bell. But first, before we get that, we had an interesting close yesterday. I actually wanted to go live yesterday, but yesterday afternoon, I went to the movies with my son and saw, how is it pronounced? I don't even, Godzilla versus Kong, or it's Godzilla X Kong or whatnot. But you know what I'm talking about, the new King Kong movie. And it was pretty good. I like that kind of stuff. He do too, when he can make it all the way through the movie. He saw the beginning and the end. I think he slept for about 20 minutes in the middle part. Where they had a little lull in the action, but it was pretty good though. had a had a few different Titans on there. Uh, I liked it. Pretty good sci-fi. But what I wanted to come on yesterday and talk about was I've been talking about ever since the weekend video. I've been talking about the VIX, and right here I got a so just to recap, I called the bottom in the VIX this weekend, right when I seen the Harami candlestick pattern, and basically I predicted that we were gonna get a breakout. Now I didn't know we were gonna get a breakout to the upside. Generally, on a volatility product and commodities, if you're gonna get a breakout, a big move is going to be to the upside. Same thing with like uh, bonds can go either way, but commodities and the VIX, you generally get pops to the upside. You get big moves that way, and so we did get it. And so then at that point, I started putting up some fib levels, right? So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take one of them off just because I want to be able to, and then I'll bring it back up, and I'm gonna show you what I saw. So if we were counting like Elliott wave, if you're not familiar with Elliott wave, it's just a way of counting waves in the on a chart, and just the theory that things happen and these patterns or these impulse moves happen in waves, and generally it's like a 5 wave count. So if you went from this bottom right here, you would have one, which would be up. Now there are rules to it, and I have a book that you can get if you Google. I'll try to get the book and post it in the. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I post it in the community notes, and then that way you can look at the. You can find out what the name of the book is. I forgot. I escaped. Elliot Wave, something Proctor was one of the authors, but I'll post the book in the community notes. But you get one. That's your up move. Down is two. Then up here is three, and then this would have been four, and then this would have been five. That would have been the completion of a particular cycle. Now I'm gonna go. Now we're gonna go intraday, and you're gonna be able to see it even better. And you're gonna see these levels. You're gonna see. You see how right here. Now I drew from bottom to top right here. You can see. Let's go back to the daily before we get this bell. From this bottom, see right here where the Harami candlestick pattern is. And you can find this on any chart. Like when you see Haramis, I don't care if you're trading Forex, this goes for this goes for any type of chart. I don't care what you're trading. It's the same. From this bottom to this high, right? I can just see them. I've been looking at charts for a while, so I know how to spot them. So you see it right here. Now let's go back to the intraday and go to the 1 hour. You'll see where the market came down right here, touched the 618, and then took off. Now I have a video posted, like Fibonacci masterclass or whatnot, part one, and I'm gonna continue to build on that. But I talk about how to spot these, and I gave some backdrop. You can find this stuff everywhere, all throughout nature. That those ratios that Fibonacci came up with, or that nature came up with, that he identified that everywhere naturally. Um, and they even talk about on a pine cone, like you see them everywhere, right? Even like on your body, how your body is proportioned. So when I see this, when I see the market come right here, now I already had a position on. I closed my put out that I had on for a profit, and then yesterday I actually traded in the video yesterday at the opening bell, and made a little money on that. I may go over that as well. But you can see right here, it touched it. This isn't a coincidence. And then they say Kashkari made some comments. Okay, he made comments. But you see right here, look what happened. That's a huge move intraday. That's huge. Now, if I put the extension back on, if I'm gonna put the fib extension back on, now we're gonna go from this low to this high and the bottom of right here to the low. Now, when you look at it like that, this is how it looks. You can obviously see that this acted as support and went straight up. Now, look at this on the daily, right there, and it's holding right there. So, a couple things could happen. When I got ready to come on to do this video, the VIX and the VIX futures were slightly red. The market was pretty much where it's at now. The only thing that I'm looking at right now is how we're gonna open. Really not sure. Bitcoin is down. So if Bitcoin is down, Bitcoin and tech have been moving together. So if Bitcoin is gonna stay down, then I would think that the Nasdaq would be down today as well. Even though it's slightly green right now, we just have to watch because I'm just looking to see if this level gonna hold. Now, if this market start moving up to move past this level, then the next one up here is 18. Right, and if we're gonna look to take out this high right here on the VIX is going if volatility is gonna continue to expand, we can expect that the market will continue to go down from the onset of the opening bell. So we'll just have to watch that. And also, what I notice right now is the Russell is down. So the Russell is red. So if the Russell pretty much gonna lead the way, the Russell is gonna continue to go down. It'll pull the rest of the market down with it. And the VIX should go higher, which means it'd be best right now to sell premium. Continue to sell premium. Let's take a look at the triple Qs. And you can see this big red candlestick. This a crazy candlestick, man. And this happened in the span of like 2 to 3 hours. You don't if you look in this is a 6 month chart. Excuse me. This is a 6 month chart. You don't see any red candlesticks the size of that. I doubt you see that, to be honest with you. Man, it's one right here that's similar to it back on August 24th, 2023. That's about the only one I see like that. That's crazy. And just to reiterate that here go another Harami at the beginning of this move down here on October 26th and then the 27th. If you look at that candlestick right there, that's that's a crazy Harami. See that right there? And look what happened. The market hadn't looked back since. So that is when you see that pattern, that's one of my go-tos. That and then you get like a hammer, like the hammer candle, look like Thor's hammer. When you get those, I may do a add some more on. I got some technical analysis videos, but I think I'm gonna add some more to them and do some more like candlestick stuff. Let's just see what we get on the opening bell. We should be got about 10 seconds, and then we're gonna get the opening bell. Now I still got some more downward action on the cues to go. All right, let's see what we got. We just had the market just open. I'm actually gonna take these, put my indicators back on. Um, let's see what we get. See if the market continues. Another thing, let's right here. So the next thing that we want to see is to get past this level here. Now we got a fractal right here sitting at, what is that? 432.74 in the Nasdaq. Let's see if the market can break that fractal. The VIX is still green. Nvidia is up. Let's take a look at Nvidia. Nvidia is just, I still wouldn't. Yeah, we got a crossover right here on the squeeze indicator. So I still, even though Nvidia is such a big stock, so for it to be up 1%, it looked like a big move. Yeah, I wouldn't trade this with nobody, with somebody else's money. Not right now. At this point, excuse me, it would be best to just sell some premium. Um, however, strangles, iron condors. I probably wouldn't do an iron condor. Maybe strangle, skew it to the downside, or sell some call spreads. I ain't long nothing right now, and no account. Even in my self-directed 401k, I got out of all my long positions. I did have a short put on Tesla. I already collected profit on that yesterday. I was only in that trade for like 1 day. I talked about that in the video. What are you doing? And I'll show you guys. You even had a Harami and Tesla. Let's see. Let's see if I can move this so you guys can see it. Look right there. Let me hide all the drawings. Right here. Now that one wasn't as clean, but the body was inside of the body. Now the actual wicks weren't, so it wasn't a perfect one. Now the one that I seen in the VIX, that was perfect. That was textbook. But this one right here, still, when I see something like this, uh, then that signals a turn for me, or at least I start looking for the turn. Then I have other things. I get a crossover down here on the stochastic. You get a gap. So yeah, that this little level right here was holding as support. So I had sold a put like I think I did it 2 days ago, but I closed the put out yesterday and made a little money in it. So that's Tesla has a 54 IV rank, so I may go back into that account after the live stream and sell some more premium. The only thing is you want to be careful with, we do got earnings. Dang, it seemed like earnings season just ended, like it just passed. So we got earnings season coming up on April 23rd for Tesla after the bell. So you just got to be careful when you come to the option tab on TastyTrade. You can see it right here. So if you trade and like back here, um, you may not get the contraction in IV that you want. So that's the only thing about it. But let's go back and look at. So if we just looking at the VIX, let's go back to the VIX. Looks like that level may hold, or at least it's holding initially. See right here. Now, if this holds, we'll get a day where the market just goes sideways. That's quite possible. Come back to the Qs, sitting right here. Let's see what we get. Now on my alligator, you can see the moving averages. The blue one is right here. We could get a day where the market could just sit right here after a big move like that. It wouldn't surprise me. Most which is one of the reasons, this is one of the reasons most day traders, they trade after like this. They'll wait the first 30 minutes before they trade, because a lot of times when the market first open up, you get a lot of chop, and that some day traders will wait like 30 minutes to see, let the market declare where it's going, and then they'll look to get into something. I think there was some news also this morning. I think there was some Fed speak. Um, let's see. I'm trying to see if I can find them. It says Kashkari says he wrote down two rate cuts in March projection. Kashkari, possible Fed won't cut this year if inflation stalls. I think that's what startled the market yesterday. Trying to see if we got anything today. I do see NATO Stoltenberg says what happens in Ukraine can also happen in Taiwan. Eh, we already know at some point. See, they hinting at that. So at some point, I guess they saying that China is gonna the same thing like with Russia and Ukraine. It could happen with China and Taiwan. I don't think the market hasn't paid any attention to that. That could be a big thing geopolitically. But it looks like the market has looked past any geopolitical risk. The only thing the market is really concerned with right now, if you ask me, is whether or not the we're gonna get the interest rate cuts that that the that are I think they already priced in. I don't think they're gonna cut. They continue to push back the cuts, but I don't think they're gonna cut it all. I think they just jawboning, but I don't think we're gonna get any cuts at all. Let's go. It's an intraday chart. So if I'm just going through some stuff here on the platform, like right over here, there's one that says chart, and then there's one below it that says tasty charts. And this is one where I can, if I want, I could do some side by side stuff over here. I'm gonna bring up another window, and you can see this is the QQQ on the 1 minute. We look at it. Um, this is the Q. This the triple Qs on the 1 minute, and then if we look over here, this is the hourly. So sometimes I come on and throw these on side by side and do some when I want to do some scalping or something like that. This how and I can pop this out too. Come on, take that off. So like if I come up here and click this arrow up here in the top left hand corner, I can pop both of these out. And I got another monitor over here. So I got like two monitors sitting up here. So I can pop this one out, put this one over here. And then sometimes I'll have like a CNBC up and I'll be watching stuff to see what's going on. Um, you can do as many of these as you want. You can do another. So we got two columns. I can do like that. And you see right here, I got the Dow down here. I got the IWM right here. And it's just another way to look at stuff. I got the volume profile on here. They have a lot of different indicators on. They got a lot of indicators if you into that. I had like certain ones set up to look at a way, a certain way. But I can pop this out and put this on another screen. And right here, let me drop that back down. Right here where you see these little color codes. So I got like this what is that? Pink, fuchsia, whatever, magenta right here. If I make these the same color and I open up another one, like if I would did like another, let's say if I did like this, then I turn this to this color, it will pop up the NASDAQ right there. Watch. So it would, oh, the triple Qs, I'm sorry. You'll see that right there just because of that color code. And then that kind of keeps them in sync. And I could do the same thing if I did this right here, made it pink, it will bring up the Qs too. So it's kind of way of linking a particular underline. So sometimes I'll go ahead and keep the intraday stuff up here. And then when I want to come mess around over on the daily chart, I can come over here and do that over here. And I also like right here, click that, that'll pop out and go back in. Or I can click it right here and then come click. I can pop this out too. You click this arrow, you can pop this out, move this over. If I click this one, then move the screen over and then just leave it right there. This is my main setup. I like to look at it. To me, this is the best platform out there. I got a link to it in the show notes. It's best for option trading, in my opinion. I think the option chain is beautiful, easy to use. Main thing out, the best part about it to me is right here in the middle, that expected move. I use it to trade all around it. I don't care what the news say. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a numbers guy, so I want to know what's expected, and I know my probability. So in this short call spread right here, where I sold 451, bought the 456. So basically, I'm short the 29 delta, long the 22 delta. It's a defined risk trade, and you can see the probability of touch. I got about a 60% probability of touch, which means that over the next 35 days, it's a pretty good chance that the market could come here and challenge this short option. That's all it means. And so I use delta and I use stuff like that. I look at the volume. Got a lot of volume right here at the 450. See right here. Now that doesn't mean that if I had to go out on a limb, I would say that uh, these calls were sold. These are instead of being bought, just because I don't know. I wouldn't buy an out of the money call, but some people might. And if we come on here and look at, let's look at the intraday chart right here. Let's move this back. I'm guessing that that 450 strike is being bought because right here, or excuse me, sold. What I would think, what I would say. Because if you go up here, you see 450. That's my crosshair. You see right here, that's 450. So I'm guessing people are looking at this as resistance, which I would too. And so that's one of the main reasons I think that. And come back to the option tab, and you can see this is today. So we got open interest right here. Open interest means that these options were already bought or sold before today. Volume is today. Like these 1,000 contracts or so were done today. Let's go and take a look at, like I said, today could be an inside day, could just be a chill day because you had this big move right here. So it may take some time to resolve, kind of like what happened. Um, the market is, I look at the market as being something that's alive, right? Think about if you have a traumatic event, like a something. Think about if something happened, like you around, I don't know, you maybe have been in a car accident or been around, I don't know, you've been around some ruckus, right? Something happened. It kind of take you a minute to take in the information about what happened. And then once you take in some information about what happened, you kind of gotta collect your thoughts, right? Take you a minute to figure out, wow, I was just in this before you move on to the next thing till you can get over it. that's kind of the same thing in the market. Now you gotta you all of this is selling done by people or algorithms or machines or whatever, but they were still built by people. So with that being said, that you had this big red candle, so it may take. Remember, I said a lot of day traders like to wait the first 30 minutes, and so we only been on. We 15 minutes into the opening bell, and so you just got the market just teetering back and forth. So people, just like people gotta collect their thoughts, the market, that's what's going on before the market makes a declaration on which way it's gonna go. Now, ultimately, I'm betting on that it's gonna continue to go down, even if it don't do it today. May get some like later on in today. You get a down move. Let's go look at the SPX and look at the expected move. I also made said this. I talked about how the expected move was right here, and how on the second, what was the second, with Tuesday, how we gapped down, and then the market stopped right on the expected move. Let's hide the indicators, make it see right here, gap down, came right down to the expected move, actually went back up inside and closed inside. And so I know I made a video Wednesday, and I said if the market breaks back down outside of the expected move, expect like a big move. Like it ain't just gonna, I don't think it's gonna come back up here and retest it. I think it's gonna get gone. So once we get that, and we also want to be, let's look at the expected move for next week. So which would be the 12th. Now, this week the expected move was like 50, I think it was like $50, 49, 50, $50 and some change, right? Look at the expected move for next week. It's moving around. It's like right around right now. Currently, it's at like 85. They've pumped so much volatility into next week. So we can almost be assured we're gonna get some fireworks next week. They're telling you that. So basically, if it's 85, $86 right now for next week, and it was only $50 for the week this week, the market is pricing in a big move for next week. So we're gonna be rocking and rolling. Now that doesn't tell me whether it's going up or down. It's just telling me that hey, we should get a big move next week. Now I got some levels in the SPY. Let's go to the 1 hour. See, it had a big move too. It's right down at this level. I think all of this. I think the market going down further. That's just me. Um, Another little cheap shot, something that we could do. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if I can map this out on the SPX. The same way I had it mapped out over there. And let's see if we can. Let's see if we can map something out here. I may do something like a expected move. Um, do something like an expected move butterfly. So what would that put them? That would put, what is that? 5,100 maybe. Let's see what the, so to the downside. Here go 5,100 right here. So maybe towards the end of the day, I may put it on. If I put this on, I will copy it and put it out in the community notes. But something like a weekly butterfly. So I'm trying basically trying to ping the downside. You can get that put on right now for about $20, $25. Now this is a cheap shot, a real cheap shot. So basically, let me lock that in. So basically, if I put this on right now, pay $20 for it. Max profit is $980. Now all I did was I'm just using the level on here. Now if we could get that, I close that out, and Try to ping that. Oh, and that's not a bad trade. I'd rather do it at the end of the day. Now this is like a real lottery ticket because you want the market to go down here and then settle back into this area right around next week, maybe next Wednesday, next, I don't know, Thursday, Friday, where you can make a little money on it. If I tighten it up, you got a smaller window, pay like $10 for it. So you pay 10 with a possibility of making 490. These are what I mean by expected move butterflies. And you can do these um weekly. I used to do them a lot. So I may do something like this towards the end of the day. If I do it, I'll come back on. I may either try to come back on live stream me doing it, or then or either I just shoot it out. I just want to see what the market gonna do because for the rest of the day before I put it on right now. And I will go over that little trade in the video that I did yesterday. And it's crazy because yesterday when I did it, I'm gonna pull up chains. So I can go over here to the right, click on order chains. This will show you like over the past 30, I got it past 30 days, how much money I made in the video, just messing around in it. So you can see I got up here, if you come over here where it says, like right here where this green arrow is, let me see if I can make it bigger, make it easier to see. This green arrow is right here. Probably won't be able to see this on the phone, but just listen to me. It says winner. So I had a winner. I had two. I had a winner here and I had a winner here. So I had two total winners, two closed chains. So I was 2 for 2. It shows you I made $295 on the video in the past 30 days. Yeah, now I know both of these were just scalps. Yesterday, I bought in. The market opened. It opened up and it was moving. I bought I was trading this on like a small time frame. I bought a call, closed it out for $120. I did the same thing on March 22nd, closed that one out for 175. And it's showing me, show you the winners that I had on this particular product. And they call this chains. So I can come on here and look. But basically, when the market opened up yesterday, before that sell off, got a nice head and shoulders here in the video. It's easier to see all this stuff when you don't have a whole bunch of indicators on. You see here go the shoulder, here go the head, and then here go the other shoulder, and here go the neckline. It's crazy right there. There's your neckline. So you want to see, probably could tighten it up. Like I said, I draw it whenever I'm drawing trend lines. I try not to go through the bodies. You see right there, there it is. And so here was what they was, this was at, I was back in March 25th, 26th, 27th, March 27th. And you can see right here, it's a 26. Got this big red candle, boom, took that out, went down, chop, went down to here. So that's where we are. Now, that is a reversal pattern. So let's see what we get. Let's see if the video will continue, or is that all we're gonna get out of this move before it goes higher? Um, but yesterday I must have been in it. I'm trying to see exactly um where I got in at, because I'm looking at the hour. It had to be when the market opened, like right here. The market opened up this candlestick right here, where it went red. But it's crazy because if you're looking at this on like a 1 minute, it jumped up and then it moved real fast. I just got in when it gapped up. I looked over here like today. You can see right now when I open up, the market, I think it was Nvidia was up like 10 or 11 bucks. Now it's up almost 2% on the day. It done moved another 5 or 6 bucks. See, stocks like Nvidia, you can make a lot of money on because it's real volatile. At the same time, you can also lose a lot of money. Just want to make sure I put that out there. Uh, but looking at this right here, even though the market's moving up a little bit, this area right here should act as resistance. So it could run up into here, and then I expect it to stop a little bit, and then we'll see what happens. Also, I talked about the VIX. You see the VIX holding right here in this little area right now. So the next thing, what we will look for in the VIX, let's see if it pulls back into this level right here. If it's going to continue to go towards 18, we need to see the VIX come back here. This area right here that it broke through, where this should now become support. And so once it hits here, then we should see if it's going to continue. We should see it pop again, get another nice little move, pop to the upside, and go towards 18. If it goes down here and goes below this area, then it could be it. Like that could be the end of the cycle, and then the market could continue its march higher. So we want to see the VIX come take this area out right here, which as we seen right here, it could happen. And these are 1 hour candlesticks, so it can happen very quickly. So that's what we want to look at for the rest of the day, guys. Um, Trading the VIX, you can trade the VIX. Uh, the thing about trading the VIX, I was taught that you really want to trade the VIX, in my opinion, is like a hedge. So if you have a portfolio where you are long stock, or you have a large long, account, and you want to hedge it, you come out and you do, you might want to do some call out of the money call spreads in the VIX. Because if you get that pop that I'm talking about, um, you can offset some of your long positions. So maybe one video I go over some if I get some people that's interested, I'll go over like some hedges using the VIX. Stuff like buying out of the money call spreads. You really got to come out, maybe somewhere like this. I wouldn't come that far out. Maybe by it already moved, so you don't want to do it now. The idea is to do it before it moves, like when the market is going up. So maybe you come out and you do something like buy a $5 wide call spread, and then you come down and maybe you sell I don't know, maybe sell a put spread. Let's see. What would be a good put spread to do? You want to do it for a credit. That's too much of a credit. It's not. It don't look good right now to do it. If I was gonna do it, I would have did it before this move. And so, like, you kind of my aim is to be right around even money, or slightly a small credit. Where basically you selling a put spread and then buying a call spread, but the amount of money that you collect on the credit spread covers your debit. So you do it for even money, and you want to see the market pop. And the market pops, you make money on the call spread. It's a $5 wide call spread, and you can close out of the short put spread. And even on this one, even though I really don't like this one, you can see your max profit is $549. Your max loss is 251. So it's like what is that? 2 to 1, 2 to 1 ratio profit, risk reward. And you can widen these up and make them bigger, but you only really get paid when the market pops. Oh, excuse me, when the market goes down and the VIX pops. And one thing that I just noticed, If we're looking at the VIX, the expected move has the VIX we have a $3 expected move in the VIX, which puts it at 19. Also, if we go 11 days out, got $1.84 expected move in the VIX. That puts it right at 18. That literally put the VIX at 18. Where's our level right here? 18. So look, guys, I ain't just pulling these calculations out of my behind. So I can definitely see the market making this up move here and then taking out, at least taking this area out right here, taking this high out. Now I have more levels after that. Now if the VIX continues to go higher at this level, if we get up into here, it's getting ignorant. Something going on for it to get up into here. So I wouldn't really bet on that. But I am betting on that we get another push in the VIX and another break for the market to the downside. So with that, guys, I've been on for about 41 minutes, just showing you some of the things that I look for. I was hoping to see a nice move. I would have did some scalping, but I didn't really get what I wanted. I'm not looking for anything to the upside today. I wouldn't buy any calls today. I would rather look for a way to get short, since I still think that we got some ways to go. With that, guys, with that being said, like I said, if I do that butterfly, I will come on. I will push that out in the community tab, and then we'll go from there. And with that, guys, I'm gonna be out. Peace.